traders staying cold, no emotions that letting the charts unfold. Price don't care how you feel inside, stick to the plan, let the trade decide.
Emotional traders, worst in the game, chasing the hype, then shifting the blame. FOMO hit, now they overpay. Price pull back, they run away. Panic sell, then watch it rise. Now they mad, tears in their eyes. Seasoned traders don't play that route. Stick to the plan, no fear, no doubt.
No emotions, trade it right. Stick to the rules, no fight or flight. Let the market move, don't chase, don't fold. Patience wins, let the charts take hold.
Yeah, let the charts take hold. Seen them flip-flop, switch up fast. Another bad trade just like in the past. Hold too long, then panic late. No stop loss, now they seal their fate. News hit quick, now they all react. Trade intuition, don't fall for that. Levels stay firm, watch the trend. Stick to the process, profits extend.
Fear and greed, it clouds the mind. Gotta stay sharp, don't fall behind. Stick to structure, don't lose control. Let the trade breathe, let the profits roll. No emotions, trade it right. Stick to the rules, no fight or fight. Let the market move, don't chase, don't fold. Patience wins, let the charts take hold.
Let the charts take hold. Trade intuition, don't move off fear. Follow the plan, make new trade clear. New traders fall, cause they trade too fast. Market moves slow, let the setup last. No second guessing, no hope, no wish. Let the trade hit, let the profits flip. Price don't care about what you feel. Logic wins, that's how you build.
If you fear the dip, don't take the trade. If you chase the wick, you'll never get paid. Gotta trust the levels, trust the zone. When it lines up, let the play be known. Market makers play in the weak. Shake them out, make them retreat. Trade intuition, don't fall for the game. Stick to the plan, stay in your lane. No emotions, trade it right. Stick to the rules, no fight or flight. Let the market move, don't chase, don't fold. Patience wins, let the charts take hold.
Nail emotions, let the charts cold. Fear, no doubt, just grind here. Mark the levels, let it play. Let's make this money the right way.
That's right, guys. Let's make money the right way. Here we go. In 3, 2, and 1. Bingo bango. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it is your time. It's always time to make this money. So let's do it, guys. Let's make this money. My name is Joe, also known as Trade Intuition, where we show you how to successfully trade without all the complicated terms, pattern memorization. That stuff's boring. We use price action. And I say this all the time. We are literally at the mercy of price action. Nobody knows what's going to happen. Nobody knows. But I tell you what I do know. I know we're in a store for a great stream. If I can get those words out. Good Lord. If you have any coins you want me to do, let me know. If you have any questions, please let me know. Right now, I'm currently working on a video that covers a bunch of stuff when it comes to emotions. That's very important as a trader. We have to understand emotions. And I mean, there's just so many things I have written down on my little notepad as far as what we're going to be covering in that video. So once again, if you haven't already, definitely smash the like. Definitely smash the like. Now, I am going to come over here and let's go to the Fear and Greed Index. What do we have today? Today for the stock market, we have 35, not too bad. For the crypto, we have 65. Oh, that's pretty high. That is pretty high. So we're gonna look at Bitcoin in just a moment, see if possible chance of a reversal. We'll find out in just a second. We have the liquidations heat map. This is the 24-hour. We're going to refresh it one more time just so we can see where the liquidations are at. This does not mean that it will go there. This just means that it might go in either up or down. So up, we have 23 million, which is nothing. 21.6 million, again, nothing. Right around 95K. We have a hotspot down here. The brighter the color, the more liquidations. You can see that over here. But we have an area right here of 28.15 million, right around 93. And then we have a whole bunch here, you know, 14, 12, 13, 18. So all this adds up. So this is an easy 100 million coming down to here. So how do we know where it's going to go? Up or down? Well, let's check out the 12-hour first. We can see that we have levels up here, right on 95. Same thing here, same levels. How do we know? How do we know if it's going to go up or down? Is it going to go up first and then come down? Or is it going to come down first and then go up? This is why we trade level by level. This is why we do that. Now, let's go ahead and check the chat really quick. I forgot to do that earlier. We got Jesse in the house. What's up, Jesse? Appreciate you, man, for being here. Thank you very, very much. So here, going down the list. Yes, definitely, guys. If you're here, please make sure to smash the like, subscribe to the channel. If you're new here, make sure to have that notification bell on because I do bonus streams. Sometimes midnight Eastern time, sometimes 2 in the morning, sometimes 9 in the evening, sometimes just whenever. Whenever the market is moving, I'll usually go live. Or if I see something, I'll just go live. We got Dylan in the house. What's up, Dylan? Appreciate you, man, for being here. Wix Wi-Fi 89. Thank you so much for being here, everybody. Really, really makes me happy that you know, we have viewers because I'm trying to get this stuff out there. Let's see here. Yeah, definitely, man. Appreciate you. For any time you can come in, smash the like, you know, leave it running if you could. But if not, I completely understand. A lot of people work and everything else, family, everything. Let's see here. We have Crypto Caveman in the house. Thank you, guys. So once again, if you have any coins you want me to do, let me know, especially questions. My goal here is to teach you how to trade. That's my goal. You know, am I super ultra successful and I win like 99% of the trades? Not even close. Not even close. I show you my wins. I show you my losses. I show you that, you know, the main thing is level by level. Nobody knows what's going to happen. You can have indicators. You can have divergence. You can have moving averages, points of control. You can have all that stuff. And all that gives you what might potentially happen based off of what already happened. So that's what all the indicators do. Hey, we got Mr. T in the house. What's up, Mr. T? Appreciate you, man, being here. Appreciate you. Let's see here, going on the list. All right, very good. So let's go ahead and get started. Now for the total liquidations, let's do this refresh one more time. For the 1 hour, who got wrecked? Shorts. Shorts are getting wrecked. Matter of fact, I just entered a short. I'm trying to front run it. We'll see what happens. Let's see here. 4 hour. We have a shorts getting wrecked. We have 12 hour. Longs getting wrecked. 24 hour. Kind of even. So right now we don't know which way it's going to go. It could come down. Now, granted, I'm not shorting Bitcoin. I'm shorting another coin just because it's ran up so much, and eventually it's going to come down. Eventually, but it has not broken a level yet. But I know I'm going to be streaming. So, and I just literally entered it maybe like 5 minutes ago. All right, moving on. Let's go here to the charts. So we are looking at the 15-minute time frame. Now, if you're watching my videos, and I do strongly recommend everybody watch my videos. Let's bring this up here. I made this video, and I believe I put it for everybody. Oh, man, I hate when I do that. I believe I put this for everybody. Yes, pump or dump. It's a 20-minute video. I know what you're thinking. Oh, my gosh, 20-minute show, really? This is going to make you money, guys. If you cannot afford 20 minutes of your life to potentially increase your profits, then I don't even know what to say. 20 minutes is nothing. And then, of course, when you watch it, smash the like, leave a comment or two, ask questions, give suggestions, give comments on the video. You know, but here it's a pump or dump, and I talk about certain things that I'm looking at for crypto. Of course, we do have the series. I did put this back on. I'm sure y'all saw that where I was doing a live stream. We went over the beginner's guide. It was a 2.5 hour video. Took me over 5 hours. I want to say 6 hours to edit it down to save 1 hour of your time And then I split it into segments, 8 segments. I released 2 of them. We checked the second one. The second one had only 20 views, which is okay, but I think only 2 likes. And I put them all to private. This is a $1,000 course, in my opinion. $1,000 course, and not asking for money or nothing like that, or to pay, or give a little portion of it and say you got to pay for the rest. I'm giving it all to you, and I'm asking for likes. Literally, it takes 1 second. Literally. So smash the likes, guys. You have no idea how important that is to us. Smash the likes, do in the comments. Joe, stop talking about that stuff. I have to, because it's not being done. It's not being done. Well, if your stuff was greater, if it was better, if it was more, this is gonna make you money, guys. It's not exciting the way all this stuff, but it works. It works. All right, moving on. So, and of course we got music. We got music, so you can be jamming out. Now, if you want to do the music, of course, recommend just anywhere that has music available. Definitely just search Trade Intuition, and you'll be jamming out. So let's jam out with Bitcoin right now. 15-minute time frame. We mentioned that others would see this trend line. Not trend line, but bull pennants. This bull pennant right here. We were saying that other people might see this. And I know they will, because this is what I was taught. And this is not what I think is going to happen. And in that video, I mentioned it where, now, did I know it was going to be right? No way. Of course I didn't. If I knew that I'm right all the time, I'd be a multi-quadrillionaire. But I was saying that more than likely people are seeing this bull pennant, and they're going to be blindsided if it goes down, because they are right now very biased on up and up only. But if we zoom out, that's why it's important. Zoom out. We can see price went up, sideways and up some more, then retrace, okay, then up some more. This is not healthy. It would be really nice if it comes down here around 89.8-ish area, 89.859, something, just somewhere around here. It'd be really healthy if the price comes down here. If it continues going up, then when it finally does break its level, I'm expecting a pretty nice, very fast down, 10, 15%. Hopefully not more than that, but we'll see, depending on how high it goes. Now, why do I think that's going to happen? Well, we've seen it before, over, and I guess here too, up. So this is a perfect example right here. Up, sideways and up. Sound familiar? Up, retrace barely. Then we have more up. Then we had this coming down. Then we had this, and then dump pretty hard, and then faked everybody out, because now everybody's shorting. Everybody's shorting because it broke this level. And then what happened? Market maker said, just plain, boop, liquidated everybody. Oh, it's going long, broke this level. Just plain, boop, short, long, liquidated, and then boom, took all of this, and then boom, took all of this. This is what I'm trying to warn you guys. This is what I'm trying to warn you. Very important. Yes. So you watch the video after the stream and make sure to like. Yes, guys, definitely. Thank you. Thank you, WixWi599. You're the best. You are the best. You're the best. Let's see here. Very nice. Let's go take that right there. All right, very good. So right now we are looking at, what are we looking at? We're going to be going 4-hour time frame. We have our point of control. This is where there was a lot of volume right here. Here's our POC. And then for this segment, a lot of volume right here. Now, currently we're above our POC. And let's go back to the 15-minute time frame. I like doing the 1 hour. I really love the 1 hour when it comes to Bitcoin. But the lower time frame, you can see more movement. Here on the 1 hour, you can see that we have this trend line being respected very nicely. Now, the one thing I do not like about trend lines is that eventually you give it enough time, Notice the word time and how I enunciated it. You give price action enough time, it's eventually going to cross it. Doesn't mean, oh, we broke the downtrend, let's go up. No, 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 no. We have to look at the levels. This is why I'm very, very strict on teaching you the levels. Because with the levels, what you can do is you can see, okay, it broke the trend line. Now the next step are the levels. You know, level 1, level 2, level 3, depending on how many levels we have, depends on how more than likely successful the trade might be. Once again, I stress my terminology. I stress my vocabulary to everybody here. Everything is always might, can, could, possible, chance of, probability. There is never, it's going to do this. It has to do this. It should do this. It will do this. Now, granted, I might say just it slips where I say it should do this. And I'll catch myself as like, it has a higher likelihood of doing this. So whenever you're, watching any mentor, if they say it will or it has to, be very careful, because what they're doing is not only do they have a bias of what might happen, but they're giving you that bias. And now you're thinking, oh, well, it will do X, Y, and Z. No. For example, I hear this a lot. Let's say this is the 200 moving average, and we'll do it in yellow. Let's say this is a 200 moving average, and we have the price action doing this. And your mentor will say, when the price action, which is in white, breaks above the 200 SMA, which is in yellow, whether it's on the 1 minute, 5 minute, daily, whatever it is, price will go up here to the measured move. Danger. Price comes up, and first thing they say is, I told you guys, we're going up, we're breaking levels, we're going up here. We broke the 200, 1 minute, 5 minute, hour, daily, whatever. And then it continues to go up. I told you guys, follow me, this is my group, this is not blah, blah. And then what happens? It breaks this level. And then now it comes down here. It broke the 200 SMA, which they said it will 100% go up here. But it broke this. So now they're saying, oh, it will come down here because it broke this. And then it does this. Oh, now they're flipping and flopping. Oh, it will go up to here. And then it breaks again. Oh, it will come down here, and then it breaks again, and then it hits it. Guess what? I told you guys I was right. Follow me, sign up for my course, and blah, blah. I'll show you how to trade. Really? I have better odds flipping a quarter. I literally do. I have better odds flipping a quarter. All right. So what does the moving average show? The moving average shows strength. That's all it shows. Now, if you think about it, if the price action is up here, price action is strong. As long as it remains above this moving average, it's continuing to be strong. It can go up and down, but as long as it's above this, it's strong. Once it breaks the moving average, the higher the number, the stronger the strength is. Once it breaks this level, now it's like, okay, it's not looking strong anymore. Now it's looking weak. And it'll continue to look weak until it breaks above. And so, like, when these mentors are saying all these things, we have to understand what the actual definition is of the tool or indicator that you're using. Super important. All right. Let's see here. Yeah, definitely do the like, guys. We strive every single day to do 100% likes, 100% likes. If you don't like this, to make it more to where YouTube won't stream this for other people, it's a trick you have to do. It's down, down, up. So it's down, thumbs down, and then up. And then it tricks the algorithm to where it says this guy's trash. He doesn't know what he's talking about. He's exposing other people who are showing me what my mentor is doing. Your mentor, I'm telling you guys, if you just think about it, and normally we don't, we just absorb what they tell us. Because they're successful. They have a successful group. They have successful trades. That they're showing all these wins all the time. But I mean, if you think about it, when you draw a trend line, eventually you give it enough time, it's going to break it. It's going to break it. Does this mean we're going to enter? No, not even. Because what we're doing, we actually have several areas of resistance, several areas here, resistance, where the price, if it does come in here, once it breaks this zone, now it's better for a long. But Joe, don't you see this? Shoot, man. Complex head and shoulders? Really? Yeah. That's what my mentor said. Really? Granted, I didn't watch anybody's shows today, so I don't know if anybody said this. But look, we have a shoulder, a head, a shoulder, neckline to the upside. Well, it'll go up if it breaks this level. Why? Resistance. Look at all these wicks. Resistance. Look at this wick. Resistance. So this is a strong level. So if it breaks this level, there's a strong chance it'll go up. Not because of a pattern, but because it broke that level. Now, granted, nobody knows what's going to happen. Nobody knows. So let's go. Let's see. All right. Let's see here. Going down the list. Let's see here. Got any chats in here? Okay. Oh yeah, definitely, man. Definitely. Who else is streaming? Got to hop between streams. Who else is streaming? Let's see here. I'm way too busy again today. Very hard. 5 hours of sleep. Jeez. Today I slept good. I had a dream. I don't remember what the dream was, but I know I had a dream. Oh, I had a dream I was going to fight somebody. Yeah, it's pretty scary because I don't know how to fight. Pretty scary, but I was acting like it though. Seen those Bruce Lee movies? Kind of. But yeah, and then I ended up waking up before I got my butt beat. Oh, maybe that's subliminal. That what do y'all think that dream means? I don't even know. But I was actually sticking up for a guy. So here's a scenario. The guy was getting bullied, and it wasn't like in school or nothing. Story time, I know. Guy was getting bullied. I don't know where it was, but we're adults. All of us are adults. Guy's getting bullied. I stick up for him, and then the dude starts, gonna fight me. And like, oh snap! So I'm acting tough, but no, I'm not yelling, or because if you yell, then that shows that you don't know what you're doing. But I'm getting ready. I got my stance and everything. I'm getting ready, and then I wake up. It's pretty weird, but I did not get beat up. Okay, I'm gonna do one more. So this one. So Joe, you're getting off track. I know. Story time. So who has ever had this happen to you? If you're a guy, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Where your wife or your girlfriend or whoever, they have a dream that you cheated on them. And they wake up and they're mad, or you married another person or whatever it is. But basically you're with somebody else. And they are literally mad at you for like a day. And you're like, that was a dream. I've had that happen to me a few times. Let me know in the chat if you've ever experienced that as far as being mad at the person for cheating, or being the person who was accused of cheating in your girlfriend's or boyfriend's dream. Let me know in the chat. That's happened to me a few times. It's like, it wasn't, you know it was a dream, right? And speaking about that, there was a YouTube video that I saw where the guy's real sad, and it's like, I want to publicly apologize for marrying another woman while I'm still married to my wife in her dream. I want to publicly apologize. And I was like, dude, I know what you're talking about. All right, let's see here. Go back to this. Let's see here. Go back to the thing. Okay. It just says, oh my gosh, laughing so hard right now. We got way too much fun, wifey. Wifey is amazing. Story time. You got it, guys. Put them storybooks in the chat. If you remember, put them in the chat. See here, going down the list. Sounds like a nightmare. Hey, we got Techman TV. Hey, what's going on? Techman, appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. See, where are you going to fight? I don't even know. I know where we were at or anything. I don't think it was a park. I don't know. I don't know. No idea. And I have no idea. I just knew I was gonna get my butt beat. That's all I got. I don't know how to fight. I'll tell you right now. That's why I make friends with people who do know how to fight. Should I do one more story time? Nah. All right, moving on. So Bitcoin, 15-minute time frame. You give it enough time, it will break out. Sure enough, it did break out. And what happened? So this is what everybody teaches you. Buy the breakout of the trend line. And what do people do? They buy the breakout. Here, you bought the breakout. Or buy the retest. Oh, you know, came down and retested. But what is it doing, guys? Coming up to resistance. I don't teach this. I don't teach buy the breakout of a trend line. I teach this. Buy the break of these levels. And there's certain criteria that happen when you buy the breakout of this. And it's not just, oh, we buy the breakout. No, there's criteria that goes behind it. You don't just buy it because it broke the level. You have to look to see how much has it moved. What did the candles look like? You know, it's all about price action. And the people who bought the breakout, guess what they're doing? Well, they're panicking right now because it's going back into the trend line. Where's their stop loss? Their stop loss is right here. Where's the price going to go to? More than likely, possibly right here. You know, here, this is what they're taught. They're taught by the breakout, which is a definite. Oh, that's ugly circle. Which is a definite no. That's still ugly. One more time. Which is a definite no. They're taught by the breakout. No. What could happen? Come down, come up, come down. Boop, stopped out, and then boop. Maybe. I don't know. Nobody knows. That's what I'm thinking. See here. Vegas. Man, so jealous. So jealous. Next year. Next year. God willing, next year. Gotta stay hydrated. All right, moving on. See here. And she was mad at me. Yep. Telling you guys, it's so crazy. But I didn't do anything. Yep. I'm telling you. She had a great nightmare. Yep. I'm telling you guys. And then who suffers? We do. Yep. That's funny. That's funny. Here. Go, buddy. What's up, man? I want to. I want to. I haven't collected enough cans to go. I have not collected enough cans to go because I am a poor YouTuber. That's right. I got $14 in the bank. That's right. I got a little bit more than that. But I just think it's funny how there's so many people out here that love to say how much money they have. Now, granted, they might not mean it, you know, because if you have, let's just say if you eat steak every day, you talk about steak because I mean it's part of your life. If you have money, you talk about money because it's like nothing. It's like, oh, you know, I entered this trade, you know, put 20 grand in it, blah blah. But the people who don't have money, the people who are struggling, the people who are starving, that can't even eat ramen, and you're over here talking about steak. Holy smokes! Hey, we got a subscriber over here. We got Deepak is now my favorite. Deepak, I want to thank you very much. You are now my favorite. Thank you so much for subscribing. Make sure the notification bell's on. That way you can, well, see whenever I go do bonus streams. And my goal is to make money with you guys, not to sell you anything and say, join my group. I do have a group, but I show you everything for free. If you want access to me, almost 24/7, join the group. But that's why I do this every day, at least 1 hour, so you can ask me questions so I could save you $100 instead of asking these gurus, fake gurus, I might add, how to trade. Because they'll tell you, buy the breakout. No, don't do it. Don't do it. Life is way too expensive these days. Amen. Amen. Jesse, 100%, man. 100%. Let's see here. Pigman says, use credit cards. Not even. No, thank you. No, thank you. No credit cards for me. I don't want them. I had them when I was really young. Paid them all off except for like 2 or 3. And then I was like, eh. And then I just let them go in collections. But I had 20. I was a part-time student. I was working part-time. No, I was a full-time student. Full-time? I don't remember. I know I was a student though. I want to say I was a full-time student. Full-time student, part-time work, and I had 20 credit cards. JCPenney's, Zell's, like 2 other jewelry places, like 4 or 5 clothing department stores, but then a whole bunch of, Visa, MasterCard. I had so many, 20 of them. And at the time, I think I'm like 18. And they just gave them to me. I'm thinking free money. No, I paid them all off except for like 3 of them. And I just stopped. I got tired of paying them off. I did the whole snowball effect. Yeah, it was pretty good. So here, yeah, then you gotta pay the interest on and that's what made me stop doing the credit cards, because it was like 2 years and I'm still paying the minimum. And I was like, what am I even paying JCPenney's for? I don't even, oh, those shirts, man. I threw those shirts away like a year ago. They got all, ripped up or whatever. I was like, man, I'm just paying interest. Like I go and I look, I was like, I'm not even making a dent. So then I did the snowball effect and got them all, pretty much. James, what's up, man? What is going on? Late as usual. Hey, dude, I'm just happy you're here. Happy you're here. So here, use someone else's credit. Oh my gosh, not financial advice. No. See, I had 8, maxed them out, took years to pay back out. And I had 20 when I was 18. It's ridiculous. Now I have 2 debit cards. No, 2 prepaid cards. So, I think it was like $200 on each one. I could have sworn I got 4 cards, but I only got 2 in the mail. I don't know. I'm a really bad procrastinator, so I never did follow up on it. And I forget who I applied for. But anyway, or maybe I only did 2. I don't know. I could have sworn I did more than 2. Anyway, you put $200 on it, you get the card, then you use your own $200, and then after that, like you rebuild your credit. But the main reason I use it is so that whenever I'm going and getting, fast, drive-through, fast food, paying for stuff, whatever it is, I always use those prepaid cards so that if my card gets stolen, it's not my bank card. It's not where I have my all $14. Yeah. It's where I have, I have the prepaid card. So if it gets whatever, the numbers get stolen, okay, it only comes out of there and not my official bank. So I do a lot of stuff to protect myself, a lot of stuff. One is to tell you, or rather is to not tell you how much money I have. Do you have a lot? Nope, sure don't. But back to the subject at hand, I think it's just so funny when people say, yeah, I just do 20 grand in this trade, and we'll see. Right now I'm down 4 grand, but hopefully it comes up. If not, I'll probably throw another like 10 grand. It's like, dude, are you kidding me? I have like $4, and you're talking about all that money? But it's just me though, because like I said, I grew up poor my whole life. So when people talk about money, me personally, I don't like it. Now, granted, I'm happy for you. I'm happy that you made that money. I'm happy that you did all that. But from somebody who grew up poor and not privileged and not, like I had to depend on the public school system to eat. Yeah. I mean, we were poor. But anyway. So here, it just says, I got 1 credit card and I use it full amount of it. I've been paying the interest and finally paid it off. Hey, all right, man. I never use the credit card again, yeah. And then, you get the credit cards for emergencies, in case the tire blows out or whatever it is. And then all of a sudden, you're kind of hungry, you're not paid yet. You're like, let me just get some food real quick. You get some food. And then later on, you're at the store, it's like, man, I don't have enough for a soda or, these apples. Ooh, apple. I haven't had an apple in a long time. Let me just do this. Another $20, $40, $50, $100. Then it goes, just like, you know what? I want to go to the movies. I haven't been to the movies forever. Yeah, popcorn, sodas, before you know it, $300. Good Lord, whenever I go to the movies, I haven't been in a long time. I always ask them, where's the loan department? Always awesome. All right, enough with the effects show. That one I was 18. Hey, we got Blocky in the house. What's up, Blocky? Appreciate you, man, for being here. Appreciate you. And of course, thank you for everybody smashing the like. You guys are the absolute best. Whenever you come in, definitely smash the like. We always try, we strive every single show to get 100% likes. So thank you for doing that. All right, moving on. See here, what's good, man? Hey, just talking crypto, talking Bitcoin, talking strategies as far as what not to do. So many traders say, you know, buy the breakout of a trend line. I don't do that. The price action is going to break out. It just needs time. You give it enough time, it will break out. Doesn't mean it's good. It broke the downtrend. No, there's levels of that. What we need to do is make a higher high. That's what we need to do. There's level 1, level 2. And then from there, let's see if it continues going up. But right now, it is very dangerous. Oh, and I did enter a short. Hopefully, nope, I'm still down. I'm down 1%, but I'm going 10x leverage. Holy smokes, we got the man himself. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me right now? Dude's a superstar in my eyes. Dude is a superstar in my eyes. And he's on X right now. He's on X. And says, I watch your streams because I'm too intimidated to turn it off. Action, dude, absolutely love you. I love how honest this guy is. And that's what's really hard to find in this space. Action is one of the people who, in my opinion, don't take my word for it, is trustworthy. Now, can he rug you? Sure. Can I rug you? Sure. Can anybody else rug you? Sure. You know, but that's when you have to do your own research. You know, see who the person is, back test your thought process on them, test them out. But love Action. Action is a really good dude. I'm always following his tweets, smashing the likes, and I need to comment more though. But thank you, Action, for stopping by. Appreciate you greatly. And what I do is my goal is to not bamboozle people. There's so many people out there who bamboozle people, and this space is very political. And I've been shunned by the higher powers because I talk about certain people who prey on the inexperienced traders. And because of that, well, I have a lot of people in the crypto space who don't talk to me. It's okay, because it's a network. And who would you rather be networking with? Somebody who has a great network but's a scammer, or somebody who has a very small network but's a good guy? Well, it depends on your motives. If you want to further your career, well, then you go with the one that has a bigger network, and also it turns out to be a scammer. Or if you have morals, ethics, integrity, and your mama raised you right, then you go with the smaller person. Now, granted, it will hurt your career. So again, it just depends. What are you more focused on, your people or your, I guess, success? All right, that's all I got on that. But appreciate your Action for being here. You're the man, dude. You're the man. Hey, Malia, you're here. Appreciate you. All right, let's see here. I'm going down the list. Hey, we got Crypto Princess in the house. Crypto, royalty. Bob and weave, bob and weave, bob and almost, and boom, done. Crypto Princess, appreciate you for being here. I know you're killing it on your live streams. Congrats, Crypto Princess, and happy birthday +1. Happy birthday +1. Yeah, yep. So the trend changes. I mean, that's what you have to wait for. I've seen so many people get wrecked by trend lines, so many, and they're by the break, and it's like, I'll see this, like, nope. I said, what you want to do is this level here, whatever levels I see, and then sure enough, it goes up to those levels and it gets rejected, and now they're stuck holding that coin. So what I recommend, alerts gonna save your butt. Alerts are gonna save your butts. So here, going down the list. Action says, I've been having fun rugging serial launchers on Pump Fund lately. So yes, it's not beyond me. Oh yeah, so this is what I love about Action. This is what I love. He says, hey, I'm in it to make money. So am I. I'm in it to make money. Am I going to buy this and sell it? Yeah. And I think he's even said, am I going to sell on you? Yeah, I think he said that. Actually, you can correct me if I'm wrong. And I saw that, I was like, you never hear that. You never, and I think that, of course, I always liked you, just the way you spoke and everything else. Man, I'm being a real fanboy right now. But it's so true though. And it is so rare to hear, I'm gonna sell. Like, I'm in it to make money. And when you said that, I was like, I think we just became best friends. I do. So yeah. So yes, it's not beyond me to rug a few people every once in a while. It's about making money, man. About making money. Let's see here. Going to the list. But that's one thing I really like. Same thing with Porky. Porky, he tells you straight off the bat, hey man, this is my channel. This is what I do, and I'm in it for profit. You don't hear that. You have all these people like hiding stuff. But no, same thing with Porky. He's like, dude, I'm in it for the money, man. And who's not? Who's not? Unless you already have money. If you have money, then it's whatever, you know. Going on the list really quick. Okay. Tickman says, if you made a lot of money on a coin, what would you do with it to make a monthly income? Hold on. If you made a lot of money on a coin, what would you do with it to make a monthly income? Is that like a fortune cookie, or is that what would you do with it to make a monthly income? I mean, there's so many questions, there's so many answers on that. I mean, you could take it out, and then depending on how much money it was, put it into like a CD or something that pays you monthly dividends. I'm not sure I understand the question, Tech Man. But if you make money with it, I mean, cash out. Leave some in case it continues running. So here, going down the list. Going down the list. Very good. All right, we're all caught up. All right, so any questions, guys? Any questions, comments, concerns, issues? Let me know, or forever hold your peace. Right now, I am looking at. Nope, it's still up there. Let's see, staking. Okay, so Mr. T says staking. Now, there's a thing with staking. One, you want to stake in the bear market. You don't want to stake in the bull market, because in the bull market, and I can speak from personal experience, when you have a coin and it's doing great, let's say you bought it at $7 and it goes up to $80, and you're like, I'm going to cash out. Well, now you have to unstake it. So then you have to go and unstake it. Sometimes it takes 3 days to, on average, is 7. And depending on the platform, sometimes 14, but we'll just say 7 on average. So now you have to wait those 7 days. And in those 7 days, it could drop another, let's say 30, 40%. Then you finally get out your coin, and then now you try to sell it. Versus staking in the bear market. And then as the bull market's approaching, you take it out and you put it in a wallet and you just hold it. Or you can take out maybe a portion, maybe like 10% every month, until like it starts getting really bullish, and now you're selling some off, and then now you can take out your majority holding. And there's so many different things. Holy smokes, dude, we were just talking about you. I didn't even see that you came in. We were just talking about you maybe like 2 minutes ago, 3 minutes ago. Did I miss the alpha? How are you doing? Doing good, Porky. Doing good, man. I just talked about you, dude. That's pretty cool. Let's see here. We have. See, I was looking at the CD thing. Yeah. Now remember though, when it comes to anything investing to where you're earning money, just know that the money you're earning is not worth as much as it might be if you do it for several years. Let's say the dollar value goes down, and these figures I don't know, I'm just putting them out there in the air. Let's say the dollar value goes down 2% in the next 5 years, or 1 year, whatever, and your interest that you're gaining is 1%, but it's going down 2%. Well, it doesn't make any sense to put it for fiat. So there's a lot of things that you have to like think about when it comes to that. But as far as anything, I mean, if it's enough money, shoot, you might want to do like everybody does houses. You do houses, you pay a property management company, and then they manage it for you to where you don't have to worry about the plumbing or anything like that, anything that breaks, and you make money. Granted, you got to pay them, the property owners or the property management, but you make money. Let's see here. Long C says, without leverage, just buying spot is worth buying a meme coin with $40 to make a lot. I think this is a question. Without leverage, just buying spot, is it worth it to buy a meme coin? It's whatever you want, man. If you can afford to lose those $40, sure. You know, it depends on the meme coin, depends on the community, depends on, you know, if that $40 is very important to you. There's so many factors that come into play. Let's say I had $40 that I didn't care about. I was gonna go blow it at the pool hall or playing darts or, you know, getting some pizza. Did you know pizza costs so much? My cousin, he was here the last time he was here. He was gonna order pizza and it was like $50 for one. I think it was one pizza, 2 sodas or 1 soda, and I think breadsticks or I don't know, $50. And then he tipped on. I was like, dude, man. I said, we're gonna go to the pizza place next time. But let's just say I had $40. And would I throw into a meme coin? Sure, why not? Not only that, but how long do you want to hold it? You want to hold it for? Do you want to consider this like a trade type style, like where you hold it for 3 days, 5 days, or do you want to do it to where you're gonna try to make that $40 into 40,000? And so, I mean, there's so many variables that go into that question. Hopefully that answered. See, Blocky says, damn, Skippy, 90% of the peeps here are for money. Most lies. Yep, most lie. 100%. 100%. 100%. See, rental properties. Yep. Staking is an idea, but if it rugs, true. Not only that, but like for me, I've been staking my VRA since 2021. And man, the price just keeps on going down. I believe in the company, I believe in the project, and there is no way I'm going to sell. I put way too much money into that project initially in 2021. I'd rather go to zero. I don't even care. If I cashed out now, it'd be, shoot, man, 98% down. I'm not doing it. I could not bring myself to do it. I would rather it go to zero than for me to take out that huge of a loss. I go there. Like I haven't used that money anyway in about four years. It's all good. Let's see here, going down the list. Here. There you go. There you go. So that's an option too. And that was actually my first thought, was to stake into that. See here. On the list. Here. Porgy says, I just got you. See, liquid staking, not unstaked, period. Oh. Yeah, I've never done liquid staking. And there's some, I don't know if liquid staking is the same where you can stake and then you can stake that stake or something, or you can stake it like 2 places. I don't know what that is. I've never done it. But let's see here. Going down the list. Going down the list. On the list. Okay, very good. Very good. All right. Any questions, guys? Now, what I recommend, and I recommend asking a question. If you know how to trade, ask a question that you had when you were a new trader. Now, the response I might give might be different slightly from what you know or from what you teach, or it could be completely different and maybe a different way of thinking of certain things. Now, granted, I'm always learning. I would never say, oh, I know it all. Man, I'm so far from it. But I tell you what, though, like level by level is the way to trade. Price action is key. Now, I strongly recommend people ask questions. One, it does 2 things, really. One, it tests my knowledge. It lets you know if I'm a fraudster or if I really know what I'm talking about. So that's the main reason I want you to ask me questions. Now, if I don't know, I'll let you know. But if I do know, I'll give you the answer to my trading style. And it might, I'm pretty sure it will, but it might differ from maybe what you were taught or maybe what you do. And maybe you can incorporate what I do, because what I do is like really simple, really simple. But that's the main thing, is to test me. See if I know what I'm talking about. Now, I don't think I've ever heard anybody out here in the space ask other traders to test them. Because, well, especially if they have their own thing that they're selling. Like I just want to sell the thing because that's how I'm making all my money. No, I want you to test me, see if I know what I'm talking about. And then two is to help new traders that don't know to ask those questions yet. So there we go. Let's see here. See here. Long C says, see here, I don't mind losing the $40, but it just always seemed like only like a $20 to $30 profit. So a full-blown bull market, I don't know, it is going to make me go, wow, what a good place. Okay. So yeah, man, it just like $20 return on a $40, pretty much a bet. Or, I mean, that's good. $30 return on a $40 investment, that's good. What are you guys talking about? Do you realize the percentage on that? That is, we get hung up on the dollar amount way too much. What we need to do is we need to focus more on the percentage. On this trade, I made 8%. Great. This trade, I made 3%. Great. This trade, I made 22%. Great. This trade, I killed it, made 145%. Great. That's what we need to concentrate on. Not only that, but the losses too. But yeah, it just depends, man. Like if you give me a coin that's a meme coin, hopefully we can chart it out and see what we might do. But just know that these could go to zero. See, Porky says, how do we find the trend is about to reverse? Ooh, good question. Good question. All right. So for a trend reversal, what I do is, of course, it's level by level. Now, whenever we're looking for a trend reversal, first we have to do is identify the trend. So right now, let's just say on Bitcoin, the trend is down. How do we know that? Well, so let me reverse. There's the macro picture, and then there's I call it the micro picture. So the bigger overall picture, which direction is it going, versus what's happening right now. And then whenever you're looking at the trend, you have to see, are you looking at it just for like a day trade, a 3 to 5 day trade, a week, a week or month trade? So all those things you have to take into account. So whenever I answer questions, there's a lot of variables that jump into my head, because I've been trading for so long that one question is not an easy question. There's so many different variables. So right now, let's just say we want an easy day trade, possibly a swing trade, 3 to 5 days. So first thing I do is we go to the higher time frame. In this case, we'll look at the 4 hour. The 4 hour, just up. It's literally just up. Because I'm not even looking at the trend right now. I'm just looking at the price movement. Because it went up, there's a really strong chance it's going to come down. Does it have to? Nope. But Joe, there's a fair value gap right there. I don't care. It doesn't have to come down here. You can continue going up if it wants. But we have a higher likelihood that it might come down here. About 50% of this move possible. Let's see here. Let's go to a bigger picture on the daily. So on the daily, we can see that we're in a downtrend where we're lower highs, lower lows. And then when it broke this level, this is the level we've been talking about, 94,270. This level is extremely important because this is the potential trend change for the macro for us to potentially start getting bullish. Right now, I'm still bearish until it crosses the 94,270. Once it crosses this level and closes on a higher time frame, daily, then we could potentially start transitioning to an uptrend. Does that mean it's going to go up from here? Nope. It could, nobody knows, from here, come down to about here, come up to about here, come down to about here, and then come up. Possible. But what it's doing, it's transitioning from this downtrend to potentially, because now it broke this high. This was the first step. We break this high. Okay. We need to break this high though. We break this high. Now we're talking. Now let's go. Now this is extremely important when it comes to the potential trend change for the macro. But right now we're not talking about that. We're just talking about an easy trade. And when I say easy, I don't mean like, oh, this is easy. I mean, as far as time, and not a long time. Let's go to the 4-hour time frame. What do we see here? We see we were in a zone. We broke out of the zone and just straight up, man, just straight up. Here we have a high, low, high, low. So right now we're in an uptrend, but this uptrend is not sustainable in my opinion, because it's going nothing but up. Now, granted, here's another variable, and I'm all about variables. What if we were in the full-fledged bull market, bull run, everything's going to 1,000,000%? Do I think it's going to come down here? Not even. Why? It already retraced, and it's going to go up. It's going to retrace, and it's going to go up another 20-30%. So in addition to the question as far as like how to trade, when to trade, what to trade, time frames to trade on, the length of time to trade on, all this depends on where you're at in the cycle of either it's a bull market or bear market. I know it's a lot of information for a very, simple question in my opinion, but because of that question, there's so many different variables that can jump in. Now, we're not in a very nice bull run, bull market, everything goes up to the moon. So I would think it would come down. We are in an uptrend. The macro, let's go to the 1-hour time frame. And I'm just looking for a very short, I just want to trade something in, let's say in an hour. So now I can kind of forget everything that I just saw as far as the macro, because right now I'm just focusing. I just want to be in this trade for an hour. That's all I want. So here we have a trend line. Okay. If you do patterns, I don't, but if you do, then you could say we have, let's just do it from there. And patterns are very subjective. I could draw my level from here and be correct. You could draw yours from here and I guess be correct. Very subjective. Let me go ahead and see if I can remove this just for right now. Let's tint it just a little bit. This zone is very important to me because we can travel in this zone up and down. Let's see here. So you could do this, or you can do this, and you can say, oh, we have a very high chance that it could come up. Just remember, what goes down will come up. What goes up will come down. Now, to answer the question in reference to the trend change, just because it broke this trend line does not mean that it's going to go up from here. This means this is barely step one. Do I trade trend lines? No, I trade levels. So now let's go to a 15-minute time frame so we can see more of the ups and downs. More of the ups and downs. We can see that here, or actually here, this line went right on our box. So this is a wick right here. This wick almost touches it. We have some candle bodies that kind of go through it a little bit. All these candle bodies, they're pretty. Oh wait, I messed up. We're looking at this level right here. So candle wick, candle bodies close right on it. Candle bodies. Look at all these candle bodies. These are 15-minute candle bodies. Close here, wicks close here. So in my opinion, this level right here is very strong. So would I buy the break of this trend line? Nope, not even close. Why? Because it might come up to here and then come down. So for the first step of the potential transition from a downtrend to an uptrend, especially on this lower time frame, what I'm looking for is the break of this level. And now what is this going to do? It's going to create a higher high. And here's our low and a higher low. Now, does this mean we're in an uptrend? Nope. Just like anything else, we need confirmation. How do you get confirmation? Well, this is how. So what makes this valid or confirmation? Creating another higher high. So what we did here, we broke this level, which is good. Now we broke this level, which is good. And then if we continue doing this, we're bringing this level, which is good. So the first one, this is saying possible trend reversal. This is the transition phase where now we made a higher high. Are we out of the clear? Nope. Because this could always come down and then fake us out doing a lower high and breaking this low. So it's very important to understand what makes it valid and invalid. What makes this uptrend starting to be valid? The break of the highs. We broke this possible transition. We break this one. Okay, looking better as far as the transition. It's getting stronger. We break this one, confirm. So for me, just like anything else, when it comes to a retest or anything else, I'm always saying 2 to 3. Well, for the candles, it's 3 to 5 candles. For here, if you have 1, it's pretty weak. If you have 2, it's kind of strong. You have 3, and I'm referring to the levels that are broken, is very strong. The lower the time frame, we'll say it this way. The higher the time frame, the stronger the move, the stronger the levels, the stronger the trend, the stronger the zones, the stronger everything. So saying this is on a 15-minute time frame, this eventually will lead to the 1 hour showing something like this. Eventually. And then the 4 hour showing something like this. And the stronger it is, the higher the time frame. But right now we're working on the 15-minute time frame. And what we need to validate, to confirm this potential transition, is a higher high. That's it. And then a higher low. And then once this low breaks this high, the job of the low is to break the high. Once it breaks the high, then we do not want it breaking this low. What makes this uptrend invalid? When we break this low. When we break this low, this makes it invalid. And then now, back to the drawing board. Is it going to come down here? Again, nobody knows what's going to happen. Is it going to come down here to bounce because it's in this zone and come up? Now we're trading the range. And I love range traders, especially on YouTube, that they use the replay button. Look, guys, we want to do a range trade right here. And look, it hit our target and we came back down and we hit our target again. And they are replay millionaires because they win every trade because they use the replay button because they know what happened. I show you in the moment of the trade versus what everybody else shows you. I show you what could potentially happen in the moment because I don't know what's going to happen. And I don't say, I think it's so funny. Bunch of mentors out here. Look, guys. We entered this zone. We entered this zone. This is where we entered our short and we killed it. Join our group, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, sure. You killed it on this one. But what if the price would have done this? Instead of having a pivot here, it pivoted here, came up here, you got stopped out. And then you got stopped out again. 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 And then it goes. Well, you're only going to talk about this one that went. You're not going to talk about the 4 or 5 that failed before it went down. Now, for me, on the other hand, I will tell you, yeah, I tried to enter it twice and I got stopped out. So I'm not doing it. I'm waiting. So just let you know. So Porky, if you are still here, let me know if that's answered the question, which I believe is a very, very important and great question, by the way. Let me know if I answered your question. And for everybody else here, let me know if that answered the question for you as well in reference to trends, possible trend change, the transitioning phase, what validates a trend, and especially what invalidates a trend. Let me know in the comments if that helped and if that answered the question, or if I'm just blowing smoke up your butt. If you think I'm blowing smoke up your butt, put the reason why. For me, I will never ban you. I would never say, oh, you get out of here. I don't want negative people in here, blah, blah. Those are for narcissistic people. For me, I'm all about learning, man. All about learning. So if that did not make any sense, or if I was completely wrong, let me know. Let me know. And Porky, great question, man. Thank you for putting that question on there. James says, you looking at any trade setups right now? Actually, I am. Ooh, and I'm down. I'm actually trying to front run a short. And I was like, do I have a stop loss? I have a stop loss, and we'll see. But right now, this is my. So here's a benefit of being in the group. Here's the benefit of being on the live streams. There are times where I accidentally show stuff that I have for my VIP group. Here, this is a trade that I'm looking at for a short, and at least to get at least 15%, give or take, 13-14%. This is a trade. And here we have our alert. I haven't posted it for the group. I'm waiting. Why am I even looking at this? Well, it's done nothing but gone up, and it's done 71%. Doesn't mean that it has to come down. Nope, sure doesn't. Price does whatever it wants. It's a very low market cap coin. I love Aerodrome Finance. It went up, pulled back here, which was nice. Went up, kind of sideways and up, kind of sideways, going up. So when it does roll over, I'm looking for at least 15%. I don't know that that'll happen. Nobody knows, but I'm willing to put some money on it. And actually, it entered right now. Well, before the stream, I guess right here. And we'll see. Now, if I get stopped out, I get stopped out. I'm going against. This is safer. We'll put it that way. This is safer. All right. But yeah. So in reference to trades, this is one that we had in our group. We're still in it. I thought we were going to get stopped out already. This is 2 or 3x leverage. We took our 50%. We moved up our stop loss to here. So the worst we can do if we get stopped out is 2x of 19%. This one, same thing, 3 to 5x. We moved up our stop loss to 25%. We still haven't been stopped out. All these red things are all the times I update the group as far as moving up your stop loss. Of course, we did have our first target or second target, those hit. And then we're still letting it run. And just the worst you can do on this one is 3x, 25% if we get stopped out. And that's not including, if you got higher leverage or whatever. For Ray, same thing. Did we get stopped out? Nope, not yet. We came close though. Look how close we came. And this is the worst we can do is 2x of 18%. And we moved up our stop loss. And this the group gets updated. If y'all want to join the group, you learn faster. Do you have to join the group? No, I show you everything here. If you want to join the group, you have access to me almost 24/7, which in my opinion is very, very important. In addition to that, you can have charts that I review. You can, just ask me. You can have, just questions. Not only will I answer them, but my very talented admins and other members, man, some of my members are killing it, guys. Absolutely. Now, is this empty promises or dreams or anything like that? No. If you want, here's my group. I don't sell this to you. I offer this to you. It's 12 months. You get a month free. There's the price. If you want to do a monthly, month to month, then reach out to me, trade_intuition, and I show you how. If you want to help support the channel, do YouTube memberships. The higher tier you go, the more information you get. This is information that I filter from my VIP group, because I do all these videos for my VIP group. And then depending on the level of YouTube membership, depends on what I share. It's only fair. And if you can't do that, watch this. Ask questions. Now you may think, Joe, why are you so interested in making us money instead of hiding stuff like everybody else does and say, oh, well, if you want to learn, join my group, blah, blah. No, that's the wrong way to do it, in my opinion. Granted, am I going to become extremely filthy rich by showing you how to trade without charging you? Nope. Is my objective to get filthy rich off of you? Nope. Holy smokes. Retro Mike, my man. Thank you, Retro Mike. Oh, And this right here, special shout out to all of the super chats, and of course the most gifted memberships, none other than Retro Mike Tech. Amen. So definitely, I'm here to help you. Like, I literally am. Now, if you want access to me and everything else, like I just mentioned, chart setups and exactly when to enter, not, you know, buy the breakup. I wait for the 15-minute candle close above this level, enter the trade. You know, don't enter it if it doesn't break this level on the 15-minute. There is 0% chance you can mess up an entry. 0. I leave no thinking to you. Now, granted, do I want you to be a sheep? No. That's why I teach you. That's why I have videos in my group of how to trade. All right, moving on. See here. What is the most? See here. What is the most you've ever made on a $50 no leverage to spots? Are you throwing it in and suddenly you woke up and like, holy moly? I've never done $50. I've done $100, and I actually forgot about it. This is when the bull market was just starting last season. I put $100. I think it was in like 8 coins, maybe 10, but we'll just say 8. And this is the first time I found out about, you know, hot wallets, you know, browser wallets, and I put these coins in a browser wallet, forgot all about it. Somebody was talking about the browser wallet. I say, hey, that sounds familiar. I go and I check my browser wallet. Every single coin, it took, I think maybe like 8 months for those 8 coins to do 10, 12, 14x. At this time, I did not know how to trade. I was learning, and I wouldn't say I didn't know how to trade, but when I put the crypto in there, I didn't know how to trade. And in those 8 months, I'm learning how to trade. I'm winning, I'm losing, I'm winning, I'm losing. I'm learning how to trade ranges. I'm learning all this stuff. And then I opened this wallet up, and every single one, 10, 12, 14x. Now, granted, I didn't have like several $1,000s. It was $100. You know, $100 on each coin. And I was like, holy smokes. Holy smokes. My first moon coin was banned. I love it. I think on that one too, I just had like $100 in. You know, I didn't know how to trade at this time. Big Boy talked about it. I put $100 in. Of course, it went down and went up or whatever. 2-3 months later, he talked about it again. I was like, wait a minute, he talked about this last time. And I go and I check, and like, I don't even know what coins I have at this point. And that coin did shoot 10x, 12x, something like that. I was like, holy smokes. And that was my first moon coin. And of course, you know, I cashed it out. And I was like, this stuff is real. And then at that same time, I think I had those other coins in the wallet, but I never checked those because like half the time I didn't know what coins I had. Gains for life. What's up, man? Appreciate you for being here. See, just stopping by. I see what's up. Very nice. Thank you so much. Thank you for smashing the like. See here. I'm looking for it to go down to at least 91.7. Let's check it out. 91.7. Oh, let's remove all of our junk. Get out of here, junk. So let me know if all this makes sense. Y'all probably already answered. But 91.7. Now, of course, on this, there is no way it can go down to 91.7. There is no way it can go to 99 or 91.7. 91.7 without it breaking this level. Without it breaking this level. Without it breaking this level. So if it does break this level, then the chance of it going to 91.7, very high. Or rather, we'll say high. If it breaks this level, the chance of it going to 91.7 is pretty high. If it breaks this level, the chance of it going to 91.7 is extremely high. And this is why I trade level by level. Because it could come up here and go up. I don't think it will, but it could. It can do whatever it wants. But if it does come up, I'm hoping that we get a reversal in this other zone. Anywhere from, let's say, 96.6 to 95.4. So this is the zone that I'm looking for a reversal. But we'll see. Could it do a reversal here? Sure, why not? You can do it whenever it wants. Could it fake us out? Come down, then come back up? Sure. But what we're doing is we're doing level by level. We have a higher possibility of it going down. And I agree with CJ to where I do think eventually it's going to come down. Eventually. Porky says, was a solid response. I like it. Thank you, my man. Appreciate you. So, and that's the thing too, guys. Like, don't just trust what I say. Never trust what I say. Test me. Test me to see if I know what I'm talking about. Test me to see if I stutter, if I have it up here, but I can't get it out here. If I have it up here and I can't get it out here, that's a horrible mentor. Oh my gosh. Because this mentor might have it all up here and be able to have amazing trades, but to teach you, he can't. That's the worst thing, man. It's almost like being, well, I'll just leave that story alone. But here's the thing. I want you guys to test me. Now, when you test me, you're also helping out other members that don't know to ask these questions. And Porky, that was a great question, man. That was a great question. Let's see here. CJ says, I like range trading. Me too. Love it. That's how I made all my money last season. Like, shoot, man. I wouldn't say all my money, but the majority of my money before I hit my next moon coin. And you will hit moon coins, guys. You will. You will. But I made my money from range trading. I loved it. Absolutely loved it. See, when you have other confirmations with it, it's less likely to be stopped out. Yeah. Very true. See, James says it helps. I get stopped out a lot. Lots of money last week, but still learning. Okay, so James, here's the thing. What I'm about to tell you, it is not sexy. It is not shiny. It doesn't have a nice ring to it or bell or anything like that. It's very, very boring. You ready? No? Switch channels already? Don't do it. Let's say you have $100 to trade. $100. You can only risk 1% of this. So that means you can only risk $1. Not sexy at all. So that means when you have your stop loss, let's say your stop loss is down here. Well, let's just move everything right here. Let's say your stop loss is right here. This stop loss can only equal $1. So this is your stop loss. Now, let's say you're doing leverage. Okay. And you want to put $50 on this trade, but the amount of leverage you're using is, let's say 20% or 50%, whatever it is, or 50x, 20x, whatever it is. That's going to reduce the amount of money you actually put in the trade. This is also known as margin. So this could mean that you are doing $3 for the trade, knowing that you're only risking 1% of your entire portfolio, which is $1. So you're only risking $1. This is boring, guys. This is so boring. Nobody likes doing this, but it'll save your account from getting wrecked. And you're only willing to lose $1. So let's say here, you can only trade with $3 and you're doing a 75x leverage. 75x leverage. And your target is, let's say up here, which is a 3-to-1 risk reward ratio. You're willing to gain $3 to risk $1. Now, if you want to reduce your leverage, then you could put more money in. Let's say now this is $30 of your 100. You're not risking the whole 100 unless you want to do a 1x leverage. But let's say now you're doing $30 and now let's say this is a 15. This is a 15x leverage at $30. Now my math is completely wrong. These are just numbers I'm throwing out of the air. But the main thing is you're only risking $1. So the amount of leverage doesn't matter. The amount of stop loss is what matters. If you're just doing this as a regular trade, your stop loss, let's say, is right here. And this is a $1 stop loss. And here's your entry way up here. So your stop loss is way down here. Your max you can lose is $1. If you have a $100 account, let's say you want to have your stop loss way down here. to where now your stop loss is way down here. So what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to reduce. Let's say you were going to trade with $100 here. Let's say now you can't do that anymore because now you want to put this down here, your stop loss. You would have to reduce the amount, and let's say this now is only $45 for your entry because your stop loss is here. So the amount of money and everything else relies on where you have your stop loss. Very important. So let me know if that makes sense. I know this is boring. Nobody wants to hear this, but in order to reduce your risk, increase your profits, this is the way to go. Can you make $1,000 in a day? Depends on how much you're trading with. Can you make $5 in a day? Sure. You know, it just depends on the market, depends on how much money you're putting in, depends on, you know, your 1%. Say this is $500. Well, then this turns into 5. That doesn't make sense. Let's say it's 5,000. Well, then it's $50. But the goal is to only risk 1%. That's the goal. And y'all couldn't see any of that. There you go. So hopefully that makes sense. All right, moving on. Let's see here. Sam says, Joe wants 10% for life. Man, I tell you what I do ask for is to pay it forward. That's what I really ask for. Because just like last season, I taught people how to trade. Now, granted, my skill set has, oh my gosh, like 10-fold from what I used to know to what I know now. And all I ask is you pay it forward. You know, if you make winning trades, donate. Or just join the group. So it's contributing monthly, and what it's doing, it's helping continue the progress of this channel. Now, with the progress of this channel, what I'm doing is I get other courses so that I can continue my learning. I get other websites that have certain tools that talk about the market, to where there's a lot of expense in this business, a lot of expense. You might go and see, it's like, oh man, you're making X amount of dollars. No, like all that is to run the business. That's to run the business, you know? So just kind of give you a heads up. But yeah, if y'all are making money off of these trades and the setups and everything else, and the teaching, this is the most important part. Pay it forward. Pay it forward. And I'm not saying give to get, but I'm just saying those that give tend to get. Moving on. All right. So here, going down the list. And yes, thank you to Retro Mike for the gifted memberships. I greatly appreciate you, man. Like, biggest channel supporter of all times. And appreciate you. Thank you so much. Let's see here. See here. Yes, hype it up for Mike. Hype it up for Mike. Retro Mike Tech in the chats. Thank you so much. See here, going down the list. See, the most I made on $30 was like 380. Get out of here in one single night. Nice. See, then I got with $200 to make 2,400. Very nice. Can you look at Pepe and Turbo? Yeah, definitely. Oh wait, holy smokes, we are an hour and a half into the stream already. We'll do those really fast, and if no more requests, please. Wow, that was fast. Let's see here, for the highest opportunity. Okay, so your mindset's wrong. Your mindset's wrong. I can already see your mindset's wrong. You have a get rich quick mindset. Now I can show you a setup that could potentially make you money, but you know, when it's like the highest opportunity, well, I just set the target super high. I mean, that's easy to do, but like for a valid trade, that's something different. See here, going to the list. Okay. CJ says, in that stop on the $1, you just drew Bitcoin would have moved 10K to make $1. Of course, CJ, this is just an example. This is not using Bitcoin. So hopefully y'all understood that. So here, and you could make $1 depending on how much you're trading with. Say you're trading with 20 cents. You know. Let's see here. So he just says, I'm requesting to go to sleep. There you go. I get 10, see, I got 10 more requests for you. Holy smokes. Better have some super chats with that. Just playing. All right, moving on. Let's go and let's come over here to this one. Let's go to Pepe. Blowfin. If you don't have a Blowfin account, use the link in the description. It doesn't cost you any extra. Usually there's a bunch of incentives, and it just helps support the channel. So that does help. All right. Looking at Pepe on the daily. Hey, we got TradeFly in the house. What's up, TradeFly? We hope everyone's having a great weekend. Yes, indeed. Man, you missed a great show. Right now, we're kind of wrapping it up. A great show, a lot of alpha in here. Now, TradeFly is somebody I look up to as well. Ask me a question. TradeFly, test me. I love it when people test me. So ask a question that you had, if you want to, if you're still here. Ask a question that you had when you were a beginner that you would like new beginners to know, especially because like they don't know to ask those questions. So not only are you helping those new beginners, but you're also testing me. And I love to be tested. I want to show people that I know what I'm doing. Now, if I don't know, I don't even know. I'll tell you right now. So TradeFly, if you are still here, definitely ask a question. We had a great question by Porky earlier. A great question. And another guy that I really like how he trades. All right. So here we go. This is, Jesse, if you can put Porky's channel. I don't know if you have it or not, but it's Porky's channel. All right, moving on. So looking at Pepe on the daily. Let's see here. Let's make sure we have this. And this is our level that we need to break. It did break it. Very nice. We do have another level right here. So we're actually inside a zone. How large is this zone? That is the first question that we need to ask. Is this 20% or 200%? Well, let's find out. Let us find out. 20%. Bingo bango. Can we get some bingo bangles in the chat, guys? Can we get some bingo bangles in the chat? That was spot on. Spot on. All right. So now, looking at this, do we want to FOMO? Well, right now the markets are moving. We also have to take that into account as far as the markets go. The markets are moving. I am expecting a retrace at any moment. Does that mean, thank you, Jesse. Does that mean that we are going to retrace? No. That just means that we have a high likelihood that it might retrace. And these coins sometimes will go they won't be mirroring Bitcoin. Sometimes. So we just have to identify when that happens. And we don't know when it happens until it happens. Until this is going up and Bitcoin's coming down. It's like, oh, this one's not going with it. Let's get with this one. All right, moving on. So right now, this is looking really good. It's gone up, straight up, no up, down, up, down, up. None of that, just up, sideways, up. So I'm expecting to come down. If it comes down, we'll see. We got, what you talking about, Willis? What you talking about, Willis? Can I do it? I don't know. All right. So here we have the price come up, come down, come up, come down. Right now, it's right at the decision point. Is it either going to come up, break this, or come down and come over here? So this one I would definitely be waiting for. I would lean more towards a short than a long. The reason being, well, Bitcoin. All eyes on Bitcoin. And let's go and delete this. Should have done it earlier. Okay. All eyes on Bitcoin. Let's go to the 15-minute time frame. Right now, Bitcoin is coming up. Could we come up and continue up? Sure. Everything will continue going bullish. Let's see here. Man, If it breaks this level, we can short. I don't know about a long right now. In my opinion, it's already moved too much. Could it move more? Yes. I mean, we've seen that with Turbo. Oh, and we're going to look at Turbo next. Man, we killed it on Turbo. Good Lord, we killed it on Turbo. Let me look more at the price action. Man, when it breaks out of this, good Lord, potential for just insane gain, because everybody's gonna FOMO into this, in my opinion. Let's see here. Great question. Tradefly, I don't think you're gonna like my answer though. I don't think you're gonna like my answer. So great question. Man, that's a great question. So stick around, Tradefly. You're not gonna like my answer. So here we go. Pepe, in order for me to go long on this one, I would need for the price to break this level. So set our alerts, and I'm actually going to set the alert, all the zeros, 11144. Now, in order for me to enter this trade, I would need the 4-hour candle. This is for a long, the 4-hour candle to break above all the zeros, 10289. 4-hour candle. If the 4-hour candle does not break and hold above this line, I'm not entering, because we could continue the downtrend. Do I think we will? I don't think so. I think we might continue going up, but nobody knows. So we have to be very careful. If we break right now, it's too dangerous to enter this coin, in my opinion. Could we enter it? Sure, of course. Come on. I would set an alerts also right here. So let's do this one, alerts. And we're gonna actually answer Tradefly's question right now after this, in case he has to leave. And then we'll go to Turbo in just a moment. So let's do this, because I guarantee it, most people are not gonna like my answer. And then here we can short. But our short would just be about to here, maybe here. I doubt it'll go lower. And then before we go long, I do want to go long on this. And what we're eventually doing, we're doing higher lows and higher highs. That's eventually what we're doing. This is what I would like to see. Something like this. That's what I want. But right now I would wait. I'll set those alerts. Just really quick, as far as Turbo's right here. We actually did get stopped out. We did a 5 to 7x. This is our first target, it hit. Second target hit. Normally we let the rest ride. And this one, I haven't moved up the stop loss yet. We probably will need to. Well, I actually need to do that. But this one was just a great coin that we did. But let's go ahead and answer the question. And let's see here. Tradefly asked, can you explain to some of the new traders the benefits of open interest versus RSI? All right. So first, what is open interest? Now, I always recommend everybody Google, Grok, whatever you want to do. So let's just go. What is open interest in trading? Now, I'm going to give you my answer before I look this up, because you may say, oh, you don't even know what it is. You're just looking it up. In my opinion, the easiest way to summarize this, it is the interest that people have in the trade. The higher the interest, the more likelihood the price might go up. And you can also see divergence if the interest is going up before the price. So before, I used to personally use this as a strategy until it didn't work. So I don't use it anymore. But I would look for the open interest. It would be up. I would see the price action wasn't going up or barely starting to go up. I would enter the trade, boom, make money. Printing money, printing money, printing money. Then, of course, I'm doing my levels and trend lines and patterns. At this time, I did patterns and everything else. And then there was times where it would be, the open interest would be high and the price would go up and then just start coming down. So when that happened, and it started happening a lot, I didn't use it anymore. So let's look it up. What is open interest? In trading, open interest refers to the total number of outstanding derivative contracts or futures that have not been settled or closed. So these are orders that are waiting to be filled. It represents the active positions held by market participants as a key indicator of market liquidity. I love market liquidity. Where might the price go? Where the orders are at. Does it have to go? Nope. It can get them later or not get them at all, because no matter how the price moves, if the price moves up, guess what's being built down here? Liquidity. If the price moves down, guess what's being built up here? Liquidity. So no matter where the price goes, there's always liquidity being built above and below. So above and below, liquidity is always there. So it doesn't matter. Like they're going to make their money. So this is very important if you want to trade based off of potential liquidity. But what I learned, in my opinion, since liquidity is above and below, what's to make it come down? Nothing. What's to make it go up? Nothing. How do I know it's going to go up when it breaks my level? Can it go up before breaking my level? Nope, it's impossible. So how do I trade? Level by level. That's what I do. All right, moving on. But great question, man. I love that question. Now, for me, my brain is very simple, and I don't do this to down talk to anybody. Oh man, he's talking like I'm a 5-year-old. No, this is how I learn. This is how I put it in my brain. Open interest is the amount of interest that people have in it. So again, it could be to short the open interest. We have a lot of people, the interest of shorting, a lot of short orders has gone up, and the price didn't go up, it came down. So how does this open interest help me? It doesn't. It just says there's more people. Okay, which way, down or up? And if we do have more people to the downside, does it mean it's going to go down? No, it can. But it can also come down, fake everybody out, because everybody's looking at the same tools. So I'm not a foil hat wearer, but I do believe all of the tools that we have as traders were given to us. Think about it. Who would benefit the most from us, retail, learning what the market makers do? Who would benefit the most? The market makers. If the market makers teach us how to trade against the market makers know exactly what tools we're using. One second, my voice is going out. Pretty thirsty. All right. So the market makers know what tools we're using. So if they know we use open interest, we use order books, we use X, Y, and Z, they know that that's what we're looking at, so they can easily trick us. Doesn't mean that they will, just means that they can. Same thing with patterns. The market makers deliberately create patterns to entice us who learned possibly from market makers on how to trade, so that if we see an inverse head and shoulders, broke the trend line or neckline, guess what we're going to do? We're going to enter because of that pattern. They created the pattern for us. They know what we're going to do. They'll push up the coin a little bit. All of us retail will jump into it and get in. That's just my opinion. All right. So that was open interest. Now, the RSI. What is RSI? RSI. Now, I talk a lot about this one. Now, RSI is a relative strength index. It shows you the strength of the move. It's not a relative buy-sell indicator. It's not a buy-sell relative indicator. It is a relative strength indicator. It shows you the strength of the move. Now, let's go ahead and look this one up. So the relative strength index, RSI, is the momentum indicator that measures the speed and change of price movements of a security or a crypto. It's designed to help traders identify potential overbought or oversold conditions, which could signal potential buy and sell opportunities. Now, for me personally, I buy overbought all the time. What? What do you mean you buy overbought all the time? Well, there was a comment there. I buy overbought RSI all the time when and only when we're in a bullish market or the full-fledged bull run, because the market will stay overbought. And while other traders learned to not buy overbought, they should sell. Guess what I'm doing? I'm riding that sucker all the way to the bank because it's going up and up. Now, what people don't realize is the RSI recalibrates, and you'll see this multiple times. I have several videos that talk about RSI, that show RSI, where you'll have one level here and we're overbought on the RSI. Then you have another level here, but we're not overbought. We're at maybe 62 on the RSI level. Why is that happening? This is higher than this. It's because when it came down on the RSI, it reset with the price. Then as it comes up, price is coming up, and it's higher now than the previous overbought area, and now it is no longer overbought. So in essence, do I buy overbought? Sure. Will I buy overbought in a bear market, in a super bearish trend? No, not even. That's just silly. Won't do that. Now, how about oversold? Do I buy oversold in a bearish market? Definitely not. Well, how about in a bull market? Price should come up, right? Can I buy oversold in a bullish market? No, I don't. Because the price can continue going down. Now, one thing that I strongly recommend, never, ever, trust me. Don't ever trust me. Backtest. Backtest what I'm showing you. See if it's true. See if what I'm saying is true. Instead of cherry picking certain things. And a lot of people, they cherry pick. Like all my mentors that I've ever had, they've always cherry picked what they showed because what they're showing is what they're teaching. I show you and I teach you, and my complete mentorship is based off of what actually happens in the market. Actually happens. Not, looking back, retro mentoring, retro trading, and say, oh, we buy here, we sell here because of X, Y, and Z. That wasn't the case if it could have changed, So just kind of give you a heads up. All right. So that is my thought process on RSI. Now, as far as TradeFly, since you asked the question, if you're still here, let me know if that agrees with your thought process or if it gave you something to think about. I would really like to know that. And it really mean a lot to me too. One, if you're still here, and two, if you either agree or will think about, because it's very difficult to think something new when you've used something for so long. It's very difficult. So just let me know, is your thought process the same, or is it something that you might think about? Let me know if you're still here. All right, let's see here. What a nice looking bearish divergence on Pepe. Now, of course, there's bearish divergence. So here's the thing too, with divergence, there's going to be bearish divergence. Why? Because of this move. Whenever you have moves that are very fast, you're going to have divergence. 100% guaranteed. Don't believe me? Check. I can tell you right now. Here, we have bullish divergence. Here, we have bullish divergence. Here, we have bearish divergence. And if it's not on the daily, it's on the 4 hours. Not on the 4 hours, on the 1 hour. Not on the 1 hour, it's on the 15 minute. There is bearish divergence. I can bullish divergence. You don't need here, bearish divergence. Are you sure, Joe? I don't know. Let's find out. Let's see here. Do I have an RSI on here? Let's see here. So it's coming up. So we have a high, we have a lower high. High, lower high, right? High. Oh wait, I gotta mark these out because I don't want to. Alt V, Alt V. Okay. So we had a high, then a. Well, then let me. Come on. High, lower high. High, higher high. Where's your bearish divergence? Where is it? Oh, it didn't play until here. Let's see here. But let's go to a 4 hour. Okay. Thank you, Trade Fly. Appreciate you, man. I haven't gone down there yet, but I'm gonna check it out. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you, man. Let's see here. We'll see if he agrees or disagrees, and it's fine if there's disagreements. Absolutely 100% fine. You know, we've all learned our different ways, and the way I do is different than most, in my opinion. I forgot what I was looking at. But anyway, there's divergence. Like I know there's divergence, but without wasting too much time, we already looked at this one. Let's look at Turbo. For Turbo, it moved too much. I wouldn't mess with it. And this one already moved too much. This one hasn't moved as much as Turbo. So I would like to see it retrace now. Can it come down and come up? Sure. Right now the market's too. I'd be careful. I'd be very careful. Just because you could get trapped. Like you could go for a long and do really nice, and then it come down, and then now you're just adding to your entry because you don't want to lose. And right now, like everything's dependent on Bitcoin at the moment. And even though Bitcoin's kind of doing sideways right now, if it dumps, it might take the market with it. And I would hate for you to get into a trade, especially this one. You get into this one, I mean, man, look at this huge gains we've already done. Huge, ridiculous. Why would you want to buy the top? No, definitely not. All right. See here. Great win, trade fly. Okay, so I believe that was referring to the question. Okay. See here. I love that little turtle. Same here. Super cute. Super cute. And I actually closed out my trade. And woulda, shoulda, coulda, woulda. Woulda, shoulda, coulda, woulda. I did good on this one though. Let's see here. The group did good on this one. See here. Arsmiller says, dropping to hit the like button and say hello. Thank you, man. Appreciate you. Finishing up, packing up the house. Ooh, taking a break. Arsmiller, you're the best, man. Thank you so much. Okay. Mr. Grok gave me my mini characters to enter in kept. Very nice. Uh-oh. Going to the list. See here. All right, so here we go. Tradefly says it can help as confluence when confirming a trend. Okay. So we're going to break that down. We're going to break that down. Okay. The biggest differentiation or differentiator in my mind is that open interest is infinite while RSI is an oscillator that may lead to false reversal signals. Okay. So for open interest, the open interest could say that it's coming down, but guess what? The confirmation of the trend is lower highs, lower lows. Then let's say the open interest goes up and the price is still coming down. That just means there's more people interested in shorting. But if the open interest goes up and the price goes up, that just means there are more people interested in longing. So let me know if that made sense to y'all guys. Before, I would use open interest to trade, but since now I know open interest just tells me the interest people have and the price either going up or down, or where the open orders are at. I mean, it doesn't mean the price will go up. So let's just say the open interest is way high. That doesn't mean the price will go up. It just means that there's more interest either shorting right now or having shorts up here or wherever the liquidity is at. So let me know if that answers the question. But for confluence of a trend, I just need lower highs and lower lows, or higher highs and higher lows. I don't need RSI, open interest, volume. I don't need to do my confirmation. There it is. That's my confirmation. But great question. And hopefully, you know, for those that don't 100% agree with my thought process, just think about it. Just kind of put away your teachings for a moment and just kind of think about what the indicator is or tool and how it works and my definition or explanation, and see if it kind of makes sense. But it's very difficult for people who have and they've been successful with it. So it's very like, why would I change? Like it's done me great. If whatever's working for you is working, keep on doing it. Don't change. But thank you, TradeFly. Greatly appreciate that. And open interest is an indicator that, and you can search it here. You just type in open interest. I actually have it as a favorite. Alphabetical open interest. It's a editor's pick by Lux Algo, and then this one by this person. And I'm pretty sure Chart Prime has some as well. But yeah. And the RSI. Very nice. See here. See, we have Zoab in the house. What's up, Zoab? Appreciate you, man, being here. Appreciate you greatly. See, we had Sin in the house. Thank you, my friend. Thank you so much. See here. See, Jesse says, I can't remember your live stream show. Let's see. I can't remember your live stream for Joe, which went over. Yeah, that one was 16 hours. We did a live stream for 16 hours. It was nuts. Absolutely nuts. And this one we're going to have to cut off already. We did Turbo and Pepe. Going to have to cut them off already because we're way too long. See here. CJ says, personally, I like OI better, open interest, better than the RSI, relative strength index. I don't like the RSI much because I do like using stochastic RSI, which are much faster, for extra confluence in my trades. There you go. Whatever works, works. Keep on doing it. Keep on doing it. See here, TradeFly says, my thought is above, Joe. I'm going to have to get out, bro. Have a good weekend. Thank you, man. Thank you for showing up today. Thank you for smashing the like. Thank you for just seeing and showing support. See here. Okay, my apologies. I will go to bed now. Yes, go to bed. See here. CJ says, yep, an uptrend naturally creates bearish divs after bearish divs and opposite. Yep, 100%. 100%. Just says, Joe, I wish you a great weekend. Probably see you tomorrow. Bit of hotels if you're able to make. What's tomorrow? Oh, Sunday. That's right. Yeah, man, I wish they would let me forward to them. They removed that option from me. Not sure why. Or option period. I don't know. I've mentioned it before, but they never address it. I mentioned it on their live streams, like, hey, before I used to be able to forward to y'all, but now I can't anymore. And they don't mention it on the live streams or comment on it on the live streams. So I'm not sure if there's something going on. I don't know. I'll still forward to them. Yeah. I still think they're good, even though I don't agree with who they promote. But we'll leave it at that. Let's see here. And I've noticed that my crypto circle is getting smaller and smaller because I'm trying to help people not get bamboozled by other people. But morals, ethics, integrity. That's what it is. All right. Okay, guys. Well, that is the show. I do greatly appreciate you. We went over a whole bunch of stuff today. I do thank you for being here. Thank you for smashing the like. If you haven't already, there are a lot of videos on my channel that teach you how to trade. I show you how to do all this stuff for free. For free. This is a $1,000 course that I have for free. It is the ultimate beginner's guide. It talks about everything you need to know to trade. All I ask, smash the like, leave a comment, suggestion, question, something about the video that you liked or something that made sense. Let me know. Same thing with my other videos. Help me help others. If this channel, doesn't have any views, I can't help people. If this channel does get views because of you, well, then you are helping support. Now, of course, if you want to learn faster and everything else, here's my group. This is not for sale. This is what I offer. If I had stuff for sale, I definitely wouldn't be saying all of the truths that I tell you. Trade_intuition on Telegram. Reach out to me. We'll get you underway. Thank you so much, guys. Let's jam out to, you know what? Let's do emotional trader. I really like that. So that's the intro. Thank you so much, guys. We'll see you on the next one. Until then, as always, let's make this money. Take care. I love this song. Listen to the words. They really do mean something. Listen.
Seasoned trader, staying cold. No emotions that letting the charts unfold. Price don't care how you feel inside. Stick to the plan, let the trade decide.
Emotional traders, worst in the game. Chasing the hype, then shifting the blame. FOMO hit, now they overpay. Price pull back, they run away. Panic sell, then watch it rise. Now they mad, tears in their eyes. Seasoned traders don't play that route.
Oh, awesome. We're gonna go over to his stream. Thank you for letting me know. So I'm actually gonna end the stream and we're all gonna be forwarded over there. So just 1 second. Take me a few moments. Thank you for telling me that. Road Dog Crypto. Awesome. Save. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and go there in about 10 seconds. Thank you so much for that. Sin, greatly appreciate you. Let's do a raid and let them know Trade Intuition sent you. Thank you so much. Take care.